This isn't just about the poll being a majority of Americans. It reflects a shift because people understand there is a problem. Let's go to fact-checking the fact-checkers because Tuesday, the VP debate, thank you for being with us, one of the moderators fact-checked Vance. They didn't fact-check Walz, I don't think at all. And if they did, it certainly wasn't to this degree. And this fact-check was over Haitian migrants, Haitian illegals, and this term, this is very important for you to understand, temporary protected status. The media wants you and hopes that you don't know what that means. So let's fact check the fact checkers.
Tweet check. Fact Trump. Trump fact check tweet. Fact check. News.
It's fun. So let's first go to this claim. Let's set this up. The claim, the fact check in the media, and of course now the water's been carried by those on social media, that Haitians in Springfield, they actually, by the way, they have complete legal status.
The people that I'm most worried about in Springfield, Ohio, are the American citizens who have had their lives destroyed by Kamala Harris's open border. It is a disgrace, Tim.
Just to clarify for our viewers, Springfield, Ohio does have a large number of Haitian migrants who have legal status, temporary protected.
Shut up, Miss Pink, is what you were thinking. So here's a tweet after that from the associate editor of Vox. We've had a few run-ins with him. Aaron Rupar saying, Trump's mass deportation will include legal immigrants. And of course, all references available. Link in the description. Go to louderwithcrowder.com every day. Call us out if we're wrong. Here's the truth. The Haitians in Springfield are, in fact, illegal. They are illegal immigrants. The technicalities, they've been granted temporary protection, right? Well, let's just use the term TPS. That's the term that they were talking about. Temporary protection status. Because of the Biden-Harris open border policy. Basically, they're still illegal. It's just that they're shielded from deportation. It's funny because the left gets so mad, you know, the famous Nixon quote where he said, I'm saying when the president does it, it's not illegal. Here's the thing, that's true. He was talking about presidential immunity. What they're doing here is saying, yeah, if people come here illegally, if people have not gone through the process, it's not illegal if we just say they're protected. In any other scenario outside of the elites trying to replace giant percentages of an entire American city outside of that very limited scope, they would be illegal. Not just in the U.S., by the way, anywhere in the history of mankind.
Yeah. By the way, that's almost
fact-checked.
Worse to me. Oh, sorry. I stepped
Fact
on the
check.
fact check.
You can be a little quicker on that.
Sorry.
I don't want to have to say it.
Keep going.
Yes.
No, that's almost worse to me than turning a blind eye to it. It's like it's segmenting a group of people and saying, yes, we know you're here illegally, but we're not going to let anybody do anything about it, and everybody's going to be treating you like an American citizen when you're not.
Right.
That's the fact check problem that you have there.
Here's the silver lining, though. I don't know why I was moving like Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Mars! All right.
Snake in my boot.
I don't know.
Like a marionette puppet.
The truth is that because it was done through basically presidential powers, they're not illegal, but they were. Yeah, but they're not. But they were. But they're not. That means that another president can move in and just say, oh, sorry, we were wrong about that. They are illegal. So here's
Springfield is such a beautiful place. Have you seen what's happened to it? It's been overrun. You can't do that to people. They have to be removed.
So you would revoke the temporary protected status?
Absolutely. I'd revoke it and I'd bring them back to their country.
Do you remember in 2016 where that statement would have been shocking? Right? I don't know if you know this, for the first time in history, a majority of Americans actually support deportation. That's 54% of Americans support it, and 53% of Hispanics. Granted, a lot of them have annoying cousins who they don't want to see anymore. But
come on,
how many cars do you need in one driveway?
8.
You said you've been to that neighborhood too.
I used to.
Hey, come on, only 2 of them work.
Well, there's one in the yard too, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
This has been my house too.
They're project cars. It's good to have a hobby.
You know?
This isn't just about the poll being a majority of Americans. It reflects a shift because people understand there is a problem. That means that, including a significant percentage of Democrats, of people who would identify as liberal, have recognized how their neighborhoods and how their neighbors have been affected by this abysmal policy. So the left can say racism, wall is racist, deportation is racist. Americans are not buying it, and I think that they'll they'll be less and less convinced. That number 54, I would expect that if we don't actually see serious deportation programs, it'll be over 60 within 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything that they do surrounding this debate is actually pushing in Vance's favor, right? So one thing I wanted to highlight, right after that, Vance said something that they clipped, and they did it out of context. He said, and you saw him put his hand up. He goes, hold on, I thought the rules were that you weren't going to fact check. And that's what people put out like, oh, Vance is afraid of a fact check. But he goes, I thought you weren't going to fact check. But since you are, I'll go ahead and set you straight on this. And he basically made the same point that we just made on temporary protected status being given by Kamala Harris.
Right.
And how that doesn't serve the American people at all. So instead of focusing on the issue, they're going, no, technicality. And not helping people. And when we get to the hurricane story in a minute, no, technicality, and not helping people. It's the same playbook on every single issue.
It's the elites versus you. Hey, if you're still watching this, I appreciate it. And let's just shoot straight. Obviously, you have a lot of time on your hands. You're not doing anything today. So comment below. It helps with the YouTube algorithms from the overlords. Or just, watch one of these other. If you want to kill some more time, watch this video here. It's going to be very similar. And shoot, I rolled over my headphone cord. It doesn't just click. Is that broken?